We're back. Okay. So,
Is a storm coming soon?
yeah. Because I haven't done everything yet, and because I'm kind of locked out on doing side quests outside the hideaway anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of the main story first, and then going to do side quest first. Anyway, welcome back. I am Factskin, and this is my continuation of Final Fantasy 16. I'm very happy with this game. I love this game. It's an amazing game. And can't wait to keep playing it. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us aren't milking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Kanver was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Okay, let's see. Okay. The Hand of Dion. So is this the Bahamut trial? You, Tene, I'm very good. What about you? As you know, my stream are in English, not in Dutch, so
We can use the ruins to cross the river.
alright, I was actually going to change my loadout because I had a lot of issues with everything, so let's see. Oh, I actually did already change it, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Assuming they would allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
We have Joshua with us. We're right behind the fourth mother crystal, so I just did Bahamut. Yeah, I'm actually very wondering what else is going to be, because yeah, that fight was insane. It really was a very, very insane fight. So I don't really see how they could do it better. So if it peaked there, yeah, then so be it. But I do have to say, even though if it peaked there, I'm having a blast with this game. Hey Lore, welcome to the stream. Yeah, the design of Final Fantasy 15 Bahamut is like very weird, like a humanoid dragon.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and dead.
It really is.
Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Okay. Also, Tane, did you do all of the hunts, or did you just beelined to the main through the main story after a certain point? Yeah, I am doing all the side quests. I am actually having side quests at the moment here, but yeah, as you can see, I actually waited to do them right now because I was kind of, for like a split second or two, kind of locked out of everything. So I just went here, do a little bit of the main story quest, and then I'm going to do all the side quests.
I do. Where are you off to now then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps?
There is one side quest.
No need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Kanver next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with a work before I'd even sat in my stall.
Yeah, about that.
Where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? Do orcs even carry gil?
Damn, you had a lot to say. Yeah, I actually knew that Ultima Weapon was New Game Plus. I didn't know it was only at the end of New Game Plus. That I did not know, but it doesn't really matter.
You're injured.
Well, it's fine. I don't mind when you
Where are your
get
comrades?
Ultima Weapon. I just knew it was in New Game
He's the
Plus.
flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Didn't he know I killed, or someone killed Kupka? Yeah, so I think the reason why you
Said the
craft
encampment was close.
Godder de Maron
Hope the Akashic is still there.
is for Final Fantasy mode, and then in Final Fantasy mode you go from level 50 to level 100, and then indeed you craft Ultima Weapon for yeah, for Ultimania mode, which by the way, as far as I heard, come on, what the hell? Which by the way that I did here is extremely insane difficulty. A lot of people didn't get even out of the Green Woods. So by the way, this is my loadout. I don't really like Titan's abilities, so I use 2 other abilities. I love Lightning Rod for the stagger damage. Impulse is something that I still need to learn, but I think Impulse is very good together with Lightning Rod. Same with Will o' the Wisps. I tried to use Bahamut's abilities a little bit, but it didn't really flow for me. Even Mega Flare, it's just not that great for me personally. So I think I have a kind of good loadout at the moment, but I need to learn how to properly deal with them. Yeah, I know which one you mean. But I do like the Titan block. The Titan block is insanely good. I didn't like Ramu's ability, the shot lock. Yeah, Giga Flare, I did use Giga Flare. Sometimes I'm actually trying to beat Svarog, the S rank hunt. And then I used Giga Flare when he was staggered, but
Another ether flood.
he's just too...
We can't go
Yeah.
round this.
I'm not good
You'll
enough
just have to be careful.
yet to beat Svarog. Because, yeah, almost 1 hit and I'm dead, kinda.
Got here in time.
I actually didn't use Judgment Bolt yet, because even though yeah, it really is good, because without any real problems, I got like 60k damage on Svarog because of that. But again, the problem
That doesn't sound like an
for me is I'm still not that good with fighting games, so Svarog is very tough for me. It's a really, really hard boss.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened in Ostval.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
So, Dana, I know you're like scared to say stuff because you think I'm going to butcher you, even though you know that I'm not someone who would butcher you for speaking opinion.
You seem
I just want
familiar.
to have a discussion about it.
Have we met?
You
But-
must have me confused with someone else.
What is it that...
Wait,
Alright.
that scar. Son of a whore. You're Sid.
I was there
Oh.
in Kosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged.
Damn. Nah, I won't do it.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Damn. I hope this one, but it's interesting though. It's interesting that some people do react accordingly. There's like one side quest that I actually wonder if we would have a different side quest. If it must have been like the two brothers or two people that's that like let me think. You know, when you go to see Goods in that one city, before that you go through the lines and they ask you if you can defeat the bandits, so whatever. But afterwards, some people say to you that if you meet those two, you should just ignore them. So I wonder if the side quest would have been different if you first talk to the soldiers and then go to the side quest.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Tabor.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Here, take a look at my wares. A fine choice. Go safely.
I feel like I've fleshed 100 skins today.
What brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see, then please. But do try not to interrupt their work.
Okay. So before doing the main story quest further, I am going to actually go do the side quest now.
The bandits may be none.
Mummy,
Shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard was...
There he is.
Could be I know something more. What's it worth to you?
I've got 100 gil and a chocobo feather.
Oh, good.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
So basically, someone is using the name Karen.
The Reaper, do you?
Nah.
Well, unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Yeah.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
So the combat is completely different from Final Fantasy 15. It's not comparable. They are both real time, but like I said, it really isn't comparable at all. It's more Devil May Cry-esque indeed, but I wouldn't even say it's Devil May Cry to begin with. It has more the feeling to it. The difference between Devil May Cry and this one, I like it more, yeah. The difference between Final Fantasy between Devil May Cry and this one is that in Devil May Cry, you have your combos, your skills, etc., that you can link and each other. The main difference here is that you have like 6 big skills. You have also your combos, of course, but you have like your 6 big skills: Will o' the Wisps, Rising Flame, Gorge, Wicked Wheel, Impulse, Lightning Rod, which you can, by the way, change in one another because you have way more skills than just that as well. Like this is like your whole tree that you can use and do whatever you want with it. You can interchange different stuff and whatnot. Yeah, in terms of combos, it's more centered around skills, and those skills are also in cooldown. You can, however, mix and match stuff, which make it way more intricate and interesting. It's also very flashy. It's fucking flashy as fuck. And we're probably going to see it right now.
Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale.
Mm-hmm.
So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one.
Well,
boys, he's all yours.
I do have to say,
but that sword is mine.
I've seen fucking insane combos as well, but they are indeed, like Dana says, it's centered around your skills that you use, the 6 skills.
We can pretend this didn't happen.
So basically, like the lightning rod, it makes for constant damage. Yeah, so I know that the game wasn't exactly what you wanted, and I want to know more as what you were more so hoping for in this game. Again, I'm here just to discuss it. I'm not bashing your taste or whatever. You should know that. Because also, if it's more the challenge that you wanted, yeah, you do know there's like 2 different hard moves. But yeah, you do need to get through the game once again, because they are only unlocked after beating the game again.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwin finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwin wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
I wonder why they need goods though.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Oh, hello, Karen.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the 2 of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
He's a big boy though.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
It's him that took Karen's eyes. One eye. Oh, that scream went long. Well, yeah, Final Fantasy 13 is nothing in compared to this one. Every Final Fantasy game is different on its own though, so...
Dad?
By the way, I'm going to...
No. But I reckon he wishes he was.
Answer.
It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But
I haven't answered
what
yet,
if he comes
Tane.
back again?
Because...
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already.
Lord.
Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
No, I was actually going to answer you, Tine, after the side quest. Yeah, so... the combat is really good, in my opinion. People are kind of bitching about the difficulty of action mode not being high enough, or they should have at least made an even more difficulty besides between action mode and Final Fantasy mode, or should have Final Fantasy mode already from the start. On the one side I agree, on the other side I'm like, just play the game for what it is. In action modes it's still a Final Fantasy game. You cannot expect a Final Fantasy game, a mainline Final Fantasy game, to have like Bloodborne / Elden Ring kind of gameplay. That's why we have Stranger of Paradise. Stranger of Paradise was an amazing, difficult game, Soulsborne-like. Even I enjoyed it. But the love for Game of Thrones is noticeable, but you still need to remember as well that these are also the creators of the whole Ivalice storyline. From Vagrant Stories, Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy 12, which had all of them as well, like the whole everything that's here, but yeah, maybe not as grand scale-ish. Of course, there are Game of Thrones vibes in this game, completely true. I'm not going to deny that. But it's still a Final Fantasy game, and that's where the whole Ultima stuff comes in. I don't mind that at all. I don't know what's going to happen from here on out. I know it's going to have like a completely changed 360 degrees on the storyline. If it goes all the way bonkers, whatever, magic, alien type of shit, that's fine for me. Why? that's always how Final Fantasy has been, and the final 25% of the game. Final Fantasy has always been that like very grounded storyline until a certain point with bits and pieces. Final Fantasy 16 to me even didn't have like the grounded feel for a while now. Because Ultima has been introduced very early game. And just the icon versus icon battles alone is just so over the top, amazingly well crafted, designed. Those fights, even though they are kinda easy, kinda on the rails, they are amazingly designed and a designer perspective. Especially the Bahamut fight. At the Fort Crystal, that fight was insane, the spectacle of it. But I am also wondering how hard they are on the Final Fantasy mode and even on maniacal mode, because I am going to try and play maniacal mode. I am also going to try to do those things, because I still cannot start the Hand of Dion. I think that's like the trials of it depends on person. For me personally, I do not find that they lack their luster because of, but that's just me. That's my personal feeling, because I also like, that I really like to watch reaction videos, and I've seen a lot of reactions already on the boss fights because I love them so much. No. I'm not talking about it might been different impact wise on your gameplay, but I still will find them very beautiful. And if it's on a high difficulty, it's going to be interesting how you fight them on a higher difficulty. But like the very big spectacle, yeah, it might be less, because that's to me personally, it's every game, all right. The spectacle is the spectacle, and it is what it is. But I still like them, even watching. Like, I think I saw Titans fight like 7 times already, and Bahamut's fight already 5 times again as well. Because, yeah. Yeah, that's true, and not going to deny that at all, because, like you said, if you see it once, you see it twice. But I think I'm still personally going to still be here with a grin on my face, like, holy shit, this is still amazing.
Cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you, like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Like, I also going to say I don't think they are perfect, right? Even the cinematic battles, Titan, for example, Titan Lost. I think at some points they dragged a little bit. It's a huge spectacle, right? Titan Lost. It's an insane fight on a scale that's massive, but it did drag on a little bit. The fight. So it's not that I'm thinking they are perfect, but they are like, I still had a smile on my face because they are so beautiful, so grand scale. So what the fuck is happening here? I am still deliberating as well if I'm going to play Final Fantasy mode no matter what. I am going to do. But I don't know if I'm going to skip the cutscenes or I'm going to do the story once again. That I don't know. It might be that I'm just going to beeline the storyline. I don't think there's like necessary that I do the side quest either, or the hunts as well, except if maybe you get like new rewards for the Ultima weapon. I don't know that. Yeah. Like, I'm going to be honest, like I said, the side quests, yeah, like when you get the Chocobo or like the upgrade for your satchel and whatnot, those are essential ones. But if I don't need to do them a second time, I'm not. Even though I do love the side quests. Like you said, they remind me as well as a Final Fantasy XIV. But the reason why I love these side quests is because they give you more lore and more character development. Like, for instance, the 3 rubies side quest. It starts off like, oh yeah, you need to give 2 rubies and some points to Martha and to Annabella. But it's ended with like Otto reminiscing about Sid and such, and I loved that. I really loved that side quest. I really did. And of course, not all the side quests are as deep as those, but they are beautiful. I think a lot of the side quests are very beautiful. An ornate brass censers from beyond the outer seas gifted to Clive by Karen for his assistance and clearing her name. According to the Canticaros shopkeep, when packed with herbs and ambergris and left to smolder, the fragrant smoke produced can ward off everything from insects to the plague. Protect the home from thieves and the demons and heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. Another side quest that I really loved, and it's actually kind of a two-parter, but only if you did the first one. And the first one was before the time skip, right? With the Martel. So you have a side quest with the biology guy, yeah, here. That he needs like fertilizer, and Martel is like going after it, but she's alone and she gets attacked by beasts, and you go after her. After the time skip, you learn that Martel is dead, but you get another side quest here, and that the person who actually wasn't really paying attention to Martel is now like very fond of Martel and even gave the fruit the name Martel, which is amazing. I really love that. It's little things, but for me personally they are amazing. Master Clive, I apologize for the sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with attacks most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform his vaulted expectations, namely due to the marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain this fitness ample to attend of the needs of a manor to the attending of bandits and back allies. I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, Bertie, come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
So basically, since I'm around 65% now of the main story, I don't really have much complaints. But I do understand the complaints of people, even though for me personally I don't really have that. For example, the crafting system. I understand that the crafting system is way too simplistic for a Final Fantasy game. I know not all Final Fantasy games has a crafting system, but I mean, like, there's like no material system, no grid system, no junction system. Like, it's very simplistic.
What do you want?
Right? And that's why I do understand people complaining that it's really not that deep. And it's true, it's not really that deep. But the deep words of those things are them and the attributes and abilities. And I think you can do amazingly shit ton of things with that. But that's more, yeah, get good related, I guess. Which I'm not. I'm good at the game, but I'm not like high tier. Definitely not. That's
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
That's not something
Here's everything
I
we've received and everything promised.
Since I can remember, I have saved none but myself, turned my back on the world for a handful of silk and heavy purse, but where has that left me? Is it hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without? Something must change, and that change must start with me.
All yours.
I know, it's not the first time you asked me to play a Soulsborne. It's not the first time you asked me to play a Soulsborne game co-op. We actually was going to play Stranger of Paradise together. That's actually one of the reasons why I bought Stranger of Paradise, to play it with you. But you said you wanted to play the game first on your own, so I did as well. So. But the thing is, one of the reasons why I don't play Soulsborne games, and why I actually completed Stranger of Paradise on a lesser hard difficulty, is because I don't want to be here raging and continuously bash my head on the wall because the game is too hard for me. Which is why I'm of the mindset that Final Fantasy 15's action mode is more than good enough as the difficulty.
It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your Lord Uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm
threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
Chaos!
Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Yeah, I know it's not a shame for me to actually, you know, to lower the difficulty on Stranger of Paradise. I did try, you know, I tried on the hardest, right? I think I did like 4 or 5 bosses on the hardest, and then like the elementals. That's where I lowered the difficulty. The water and fire one. The water fire elemental. That's the one that I was mostly had trouble with. But there are definitely people who is like, oh, you defeated it in a very easy way. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. But I don't care. That's not something that I'm.
There were ghosts at the gates, not
that's not something that I really care for. By the way, did you actually try those things? Did you actually try those? Or did you just do the story and then just said, okay, I'm done?
Good girl.
Oh, how was they? I know they are like, I heard they were very hard.
I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers.
It's here.
Easy enough to spot.
Yeah, let's get cooking.
Now. This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Oh, so you need to defeat, for instance, Garuda with Garuda's abilities, Bahamut with Bahamut's abilities. But isn't there like a Typhon challenge as well?
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Also, I think I actually took the wrong. Yeah, I took the wrong ability. It's this one. I actually needed heat wave. I don't know how I messed that up. But you said that this one Judgment Bolt is probably the most damage dealt one, right? I thought that this was it, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So well, the build that I'm actually using, and I don't know if you notice it now with the wyvern, but yeah, I'm going for a fast stagger build.
And he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Well, I know which abilities that I still need. I still need two icons, and that's Odin and Shiva. So.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
It looks better than the purple goo.
Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
But I do wonder how we are going to get Shiva's powers. Oof.
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sit
Might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
It's I've actually had the same kind of thought process, especially not in the main story quest, but if you do side story quest, he does sound like Gerald a lot. I had the same feeling. Like I said, it's basically only when we are doing side quests, but if you're doing like main story quests, it's fine. You don't really notice that, but yeah. I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester, and with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Yeah. By the way, I haven't seen the season 3 yet because I'm way too busy with the game. I'm probably going to watch the season 3 afterwards. I'm curious, especially because it's the last season of Henry Cavill, how they done it. So I am curious how they are going to do it.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy,
But
the gentleman of the town guard.
oh yeah, it's in two-parter. I forgot.
Good girl.
But Lore, from what you have seen, might you be interested in the game itself, or not as much?
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Much better. Heatwave is so much better. Well, I deliberately didn't buy any games for the past, I think, 3 months, so I didn't have a backlog of anything, because I was actually going to, well, not really going to, but I'm going to play Zelda Tears of the Kingdom as well, but I haven't bought Tears of the Kingdom because I wanted to play this one first. Yeah, I'm still not sure if I'm going to buy Diablo 4. Because I heard mixed things about it, and as also Blizzard. I'm not really a fan of Blizzard.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before then?
Many times. I was here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. You sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Yeah, so co-op games. If it's not like a completely a game that's online, like Among Us or whatever, then yeah, like one of the better co-op games which was fun is like It Takes Two or Brothers, games like that. And farm games. For some reason, a lot of farm games are coming out in the next few months.
Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Returnal is single player. Ah no, yeah, they had a free patch about yeah. Like a year after they added like a co-op patch. Yeah.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pummel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
I do have to say, Helldivers 2 looked very good. It was very surprising, because I also know that Helldivers 1 was a completely different game. It looks so big, like, yeah. And Spider-Man 2, of course. I'm also excited for Spider-Man 2. Like, of course I am. I don't know if Helldivers, the humor of Helldivers, was it also in 1, or is it like suddenly now with Helldivers 2, or has it had its same kind of humor in it? Ah, okay.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
What achievement do you still need for Isaac? Because I know you play that game a lot, though.
Tell them all you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Well, every run is like RNG based, right? So you can get the items like sometimes not in a run. Also about the Naruto Storm connection. They are going to be basically all the Storm games in one package with upskilled and little bit tweaks. So I do hope that, especially in Storm 1 and in Storm 2, the substitution will be better. Substitution jutsu should be better in Storm 1 and 2 especially. I also know there's going to be a new kind of story mode with new characters, but I think it's going to be more like in Storm 4 you have like the Boruto one, but I think they're going to just connect that one a little bit longer. Probably also more Team Ultimate Jutsus, all of that. So it's going to be basically a remaster, but everything in one. I don't think it's going to be one big story campaign, because basically what they said was just the 4 Storm games with added extras, but I think it's just going to be like that, the 4 Storm games, Storm 1, Storm 2, Storm 3, Storm 4, not Revelations, not this and that, but with tweaks. But one big story campaign would be nice. It would be nice, but I don't think that's going to be that. What I am excited about is the Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4. That's a completely new game. And that I am very excited about on what they are going to do with that one. It's also a very big year, and even next it's like a complete resurgence of fighting games lately. Like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1. There's like minor fighting games that's also coming out. New Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball Z Fighters is going to have rollback internet stuff. It's a very big year for fighting games. It's like a completely resurgence.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Reduce flare cooldown. Also, Tena, I don't know what items you use, but I don't really use those kind of items, accessories. My accessories is basically just extra gil, extra XP, and yeah, now I'm using the toggle attack potency up, but I don't really use any of those at all. I did use this one, that my potion potency. Yeah, the 20% AP one I also used before Terra Cleric. But since I heard that it's very hard to get every AP skill in the game anyway, I just didn't do it. Plus, since you can basically respec everything that you want to respec, like, I just need the ability points that I need to use for my builds, and if I need something else, then I can respec them and get something else. So basically I'm good with what I have. I think that's also it for all the side quests, right? Oops. So that means let's continue our main story. A friend of mine is trying Svarok as well, the S-rank hunt. I am not going to try that one yet. I tried, I think 3 or 4 times yesterday, and I immediately was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. It's a little bit too hard. Congratulations! Yeah, so games like that I will never play, by the way. Hotte! I wonder if something is special with you.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
Yeah.
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
Odin.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Kanver. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
It's also where Mid is.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Kanver is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Oh, someone is infiltrating? Yeah.
Distinguished members of the council.
I'm very wondering
you must forgive
about those
His
two.
Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic.
He brings the Akashic. He's a league with Ultima.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Kanver with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Walud. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Just a second. My controller is almost empty. Okay.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
That's about 8 hours, something like that.
The girl is
It's
still
fine.
here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
So he's waiting for me here in Kanver? Oh, man.
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Damn. Soken's music, by the way, is amazing. I love the OST in this game.
So then, how long has Walud been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed?
Since the beginning, I think.
Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
The tapestry. Is it going to be the full, like, mural? Yeah, it's the mural.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yose.
Dana, what's your opinion on Jill?
Let's find our friends.
Perhaps she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Yeah, she has a cute smile, but to be honest, I actually was more talking about her character, not really her
Now feel good, boy.
her looks. By the way, we see Leviathan on this tapestry. Leviathan has only been mentioned once as of now. I know it's like a dominant that's, I don't know, I guess lay dormant beneath the hideaway. Yeah, Cyclopedia of Valestian Fabulously, Pentateuch of the Crystalline Orthodoxy, the Ledgers of Gilbert the Great Lander, the Collected Hymns of Gregor. Yeah, so I think it's not really the fault of Jill herself. They try to do something with her, but they didn't go all the way, in my opinion. Like, the first half of the game, not half, but the first, until, you know, what happened to Sid, she's very quiet. She's just there in the cutscenes. I don't mind her, but she doesn't do much. And then, after what happened to Sid, she had her moment to shine, you know, in the Iron Kingdom, which is fine. But once again, after that happened, she went back to the background once again until what happened in Twin Sides, now in the by the Fourth Crystal, and now again she's like background. She didn't spoke any word in that cutscene, and I think that's sad because she could have been more involved in this story, because Jill knows Joshua as well, you know? Jill knows certain characters. Jill can be way more involved, in my opinion.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Okay.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
I'm happy that you're having a very good run in Binding of Isaac. Maybe I give you a little bit of a... maybe I give you a little bit of luck. By the way, I know there's like... yeah. I know there's a hunt somewhere around here, but I forgot where. The wolf pack. Do you remember where it is, Tane? The hunt? I know it's somewhere here. Oh, it's over there.
Beneath the flood, yes.
Also, something that I really like is this. I still really like this. The active time lore. Okay. Ah, so basically here, somewhere. Oh, yeah. Somewhere here.
How are those new boots treating you?
You there! The strapping lad with the sword. Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Okay.
Something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people, People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
If he can't even handle stairs, how can he handle making a lift? Oh, they're not even okay. Children of hunters, no tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hands. Okay.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Recent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed.
Thank you for the deal, Ed, mister.
I don't know if you know this, but there's not really much of elemental magic in this game. Leviosa. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone with pride, recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the Wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Not a scratch on one.
So it's these stones to kanver and the rest of the boxes.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stone of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood till ends of mother's labor. Hey, reflect is a very good strategy. You can say whatever you want.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
How are those new boots treating you?
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
He great Google Moogle Guardian. Yeah.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. The founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Thanks for coming by, Tene. Good luck at the doctors tomorrow. Fires of the Ashen Ocean, Wanderers of the Golden Plains. Yeah.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, no sworn to serve the sun. It was children of the hunters, no tillers of the land. I think it was land.
Children
right?
of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
How long has this old man been living here, by the way? I get that he's like too old to climb stairs now, but these murals has been here for far longer than he probably has been here. So he could have read them when he was more a mere child.
How are those new boots treating you?
Beneath the flood, yes.
So I wonder when this one vanishes, because I don't really want to fast travel to here, to go here, and then fast travel to there again.
Cyril.
Oh?
How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Yay! Another seal. Phoenix down.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
I wonder how many seals I still need to collect.
It's a kanver then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
Well, the thing is, there's like seals of recognition in this game, and those seals of recognition basically can give you not really access to stuff, but people recognize you more for you're a friend of this one or you're a friend of this one. And there's like let's see, yeah, all the orange ones: Phoenix Down, Guardian Scarf, the Burned Blade, Ambrosia's Pinion, the Moon and Stars, Slumbering Chocobo, all those things. Basically, and I asked no, those are actually from main story quest. You need to obtain them to actually progress through the main story. Because if you have those seals, you yeah. But the thing is, the thing I actually thought about is those are like badges, seals badges, right? And I asked a friend of mine to, when she's done with Final Fantasy 16 as well, because she is also playing this game, to draw Clive with all the seals on him. Because I think that would be so fucking hilarious to have like him with all the seals on him, like you know, like a Scout's boy with all the I helped this person, or I did this, you know, you get the seal of improvement or whatever. So I basically asked for a commission of Clive with all the seals on him.
The free cities under sea?
Oh yeah, I think I know where I need to go. His chest is big enough, like, come on, look at his chest, right? Just look at it. He has a very, very nice big chest, right?
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
That's true, but still, I think it should be fine. And here we have the hunts. Hello. The notorious Mark. Yeah, very flashy moves. Yeah. This is a Final Fantasy where you play with only one character. This is also why you have like all those different kind of moves. It's not like a team-based Final Fantasy game. You can, however, like you see, you can control your dog, however. So that's cool. And you can actually do combos with your dog, depending on how you play it. Like, for instance, if I do an air juggle, mostly after I do an air juggle, I actually call for Torgol, my hound, to increase the air juggle's time, so they can be so the air juggle lasts longer, and I can do more combos in the air, things like that. Okay.
Get surrounded.
I still have two. Abilities left that I need to have. The thing is, the level cap in the first playthrough is level 50, and then in New Game Plus it's level 100.
Thanks, Gal.
New Game Plus is basically a harder mode where you retain all your abilities, all your icons, all your money, all of that. If you really want to do everything, you basically need to do 3 playthroughs. There are 4 difficulties, 2 of them are unlocked at the start of the game. I am playing on the hardest current difficulty that I can. And then you have the Final Fantasy modes, where the starting enemy starts at level 40-45. And then you have Maniac mode, which is basically, if you ever played Devil May Cry, it's basically like Heaven and Hell or Dante Must Die, where the enemies are batshit crazy hard, and you really need to know how to deal with them and juggle and know what to do with your skills and whatnot. So if you want to do everything, it requires 3 playthroughs. The thick scaled skin of Ava is claimed by some to be as old as the mountains themselves, though it has most likely seen but a decade or 2.
This thing reeks.
And
the sooner it's off my hands, the better.
If you want to know how long a playthrough is, of course this is with all the side quests and actually following the story. I am basically now at 66% and I have 48 hours in the game. You do have to also realize I played the demo as well, and the demo was 2 hours, and that 2 hours aren't in this thing. So basically I have around 50 hours in this game already, while having like 66%. It's a long game. It's longer than I first imagined it to be. Which for me is fine. I don't mind that.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
Yeah, well, for me, it already gave me so much worth for the money. It really is an amazing game.
As supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
The fun thing about side quests as well is some side quests has like a follow-up side quest, but later in the game, and you see a lot of the side characters once again, or they become a little bit more important and stuff, which is really nice. Basically, Yoshi P, the director of Final Fantasy 16, said they were not planning DLC for this game. This game is finished. But a lot of people are actually asking for DLC. People who completed the main story actually want to have more. So, who knows, maybe there is going to be DLC, but if there's going to be DLC, it's because people are literally asking for it, and it's not because they actually were thinking about it prior to release. This game also didn't have they do have patches. Like today, a patch came out, but the patch was more for system changes. Like there's like this one, but I'm going to put those two on again because I actually just wanted to see what those do, but I think it actually kind of bothered me. And also motion blur. There was no the motion blur option yet, and they actually added the motion blur feature in this. I don't really have an issue with motion blur, but I do understand some people do. I don't know if you have motion blur issues, but yeah. Yeah, of course. And again, those patches that are actually coming out is also things that people were asking for. So the game is out since the 22nd of June, so 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks they actually patched in a lot of things that people were asking for already. And about the DLC, I think the DLC that people want more of are, for example, like more story stuff to do with certain characters. For instance, Joshua, like this one. We basically don't see him for 18 years. This game is in 3 different time periods. It starts off when we were 16, then it goes to 28, and now we're 32.
Faster.
And people want DLC about Joshua, what he has been doing and stuff. And not only that, but also other characters, because people want to learn more about the characters. Yeah, and I know the developers of this game. They are the same developers that made Final Fantasy XIV, and if there's something that the developers of Final Fantasy XIV actually does, is listening to their player base. That's like one of their biggest plus points of CBU3. They love their player base and they want to basically make the player base as happy as they can. So
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
yeah, kanver. Well, about summons, yes, but not in the traditional way. Right? I don't know if you want to see this, but summons are in this game, but on a much bigger scale and much more story focused. It's amazing what they did with the summons, in my opinion. They made the summons really...
Still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Very impactful. So, a fun thing about Final Fantasy 16 is that you can actually replay stages. So if you want me to replay a stage, and you see how what I meant with how impactful, I can actually replay a stage for you if you want. Oh, there's a lot of side quests again. Because, yeah, okay. I am going to, so, let's see. Do you want me to go all in bonkers, or do you want to see a more, one of the first ones? Because the one that I did like 2 days ago, the fight with the summon 2 days ago, is actually insane. It really was insane. Or I can also show you the beginning. The crazy one, the one from yesterday? The bonkers one. Okay. Yes. Okay. I am going to skip cutscenes now, of course, because yeah, we already saw that. It's just the gameplay that I want you to see.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Boots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Watchman or sentry is to be slain on sight.
Spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear.
Those were Imperial Dragoons.
I just hope he's all right.
You there! Identify yourself!
We have to.
Over here!
Yeah, it really is. And there is, like, as you can see, a very big crystal, which is also a very important part of the story. Oh, someone is casting Cure! How dare you! Yeah, it is very fun. It's very different than previous Final Fantasies. It is, and I think they did it in a good way. I really recommend it. I really do recommend it. Ah. Look at that life going. Boom. Okay.
They're dragoons. What is this then?
Yeah. So L2 is indeed changing stance, and not only that, you can also assign different abilities to that stance, and all those abilities are from here. Basically, normally you can only use like Garuda's ability with the Garuda stance, except for if you master them. If you master them, you can also assign them to any icon you want. That's why I also have like the Titan stance, but I have like the Ramu ability and a Bahamut ability. So you can mix and match a lot.
Never thought I'd be glad to fall into a sewer.
And the reason why I did the Ramu and the Bahamut ability on the Titan is because I do like the Titan block more than the Bahamut and the Garuda initial abilities. But that's just, yeah, my opinion, of course.
There it is. The bell tower.
Right. Let's go. Ah, a goods lift.
Where in Gringo's name did you come from?
There we go. Yeah, this is like a whole section. The bonkers thing is actually at the end of this, of course. I didn't actually knew it was going to. It would go get me all the way to here though. It is a pretty long section, but normally with skipping cutscenes it should be okay. Also, I'm higher level than I was when I first started this. I think I was level 36, I think. So I'm like 4 levels higher than I was before. So the enemies does die faster. Yeah. And it's not something that I really showed a lot yet, because the timing just isn't that easy. But basically you can also parry and perfect dodge enemies to give you more of a window.
To me, flames!
Okay, this one is going to be fast now. Alright, okay. That was this. There. What I don't know is if I actually get XP from stage replay. That I don't know actually. But if I do, yeah, I'm probably going to level up.
Stop! In the name of His Highness!
Yeah, I do get XP, but it's, yeah, lesser indeed. But I do have like the... I'm going to play this scene because I think you're going to see the summons now. But I'm not sure.
Hold on, kids.
Nah, I don't think so. It's going to be later. Yeah. I do have like an accessory on that gives me more XP, but yeah.
None shall pass!
None shall pass! Oh. They are a pain if you don't know when to dodge, and that's also something that this game is very good at. Is every enemy is kind of different. There's a lot of the same kind of enemies, but every enemy is like very distinct. They have their own hitboxes, they have their own challenges. Like those are just easy mobs. They don't do shit, you know. But the moment you see an enemy with like a yellow bar underneath, those are pretty fun to fight. Okay. First boss of okay.
I think it has something in store for us.
Get ready to move. Too slow.
Ah, I was too late. I was actually trying to show you something. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing when I first saw it. Ah, fuck. Oh. He really likes to go bonkers at the end of his life, so let's just do this because it takes a little bit too long. There we go. There we go. So basically there's going to be 2 bosses and then the big fight. So after this one there's 1 more boss. But I think starting now it's going to be getting a little bit more crazy. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, Bahamut. Yeah. Boom. Gone as the crystal. Except for the heart then. Yeah. In this fight, I'm not joking, there's some amazing shots. Like this as well. Just fucking look at this. It's... The cinematography of this game is insane. It really is insane. Okay. So now that you see that summons are a big part of the game, let's just go and try to fight that, shall we? Because yes, we are going to fight them. Yeah, it is.
Drake's tail is right there, Clive.
It's...
Yeah, the visualization of PlayStation 5 has been upped significantly since PlayStation 4.
We'll have to find our own path.
And you finally start to see it.
Do you feel that, Clive?
Especially since this is a PlayStation exclusive. Just, you know, just look at this.
Just what we need. Another flood.
Already planned them.
There's no reason to hold back.
Yeah, Lich is here. Yeah, Lich is here. Ooh, whoops. Ah! Come on, come on. Ah! I always too late or too soon. Fine. That was not that good of a stagger, sadly enough. You also can block attacks with your own attacks, which is also fun to do. But I haven't figured out yet how well to do that. There we go.
There must be a way to climb up.
Is that a phoenix? Joshua!
What is he doing?
Keeping bahamut occupied.
Joshua! Joshua!
Don't, Clive. It's too dangerous.
Fuck. Hold on, Joshua. I'm coming!
So, if you haven't noticed yet, the summons are not really summons this time. They are actual people. Basically, basically every summon has his own dominance or vessel, if you want to call it that. And the person itself, like, he called out to Joshua, which is, by the way, yeah, a very important character to Clive. He can turn into the Phoenix. He's literally the Phoenix.
What was that?
Bahamut. He'll kill us all. There he is. Joshua! I'm here, brother!
Clive.
Yeah. But I actually wanted you to see the fight, because we actually going to fight him. Because we, Clive, the main protagonist, can also change into a summon, into an icon in this game. And we're actually going to fight Bahamut with their own icon. Who is constantly reusing protect on him? It's like, you. But if you don't mind, the next few cutscenes I am going to skip.
We don't have time for this!
Yeah, the music is extremely good. I hate it when they put me in a corner. Okay. Next. I think next one is the second boss battle. Might be some more mobs before.
Are those the council chambers?
Yeah.
How are they still standing?
I don't know.
Here we go. Second boss battle. Not good. Yeah. Almost. Almost. Now it's time to end it. There we go. Yeah, the yellow bar is basically to get him in staggered phase, so he can't attack for a certain period of time. And then you can actually like deal a lot of damage, and the stagger period can go up to 1.5 the damage. There are certain other attacks that just deals so fucking damage that you can actually do way more.
It's worth a try.
Because I got around like 25 to 30k, but if I had the right amount of abilities with me, that can go up to 55 to 60k with ease.
Someone up there.
Okay. Okay. It's getting too dark in here. And for now, we are going to have to fight.
Joshua! Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
What are you...
And so we begin. I know, right?
Joshua.
Clive!
Yeah. Yeah. And this is only the beginning, right? I'm going to say this fight is probably around 20 to 25 minutes. And that's what Dana was talking about. He was like, if you play this once, will you have still have the same effect if you play it the second time? And I'm sorry, I still love this. Like, I still love this. Rage modes, exactly.
We'll face the consequences.
Well, to be honest, the consequences are still here, so... Boom, 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 boom. A casual 1.7 million damage. Giga flare. No for phase 2. Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Your Highness, stop this! Please think of your people!
Hey Magus, how are you? Thank you for joining. Also, by the way, this fight is made by the Kingdom Hearts team. The Kingdom Hearts team made this fight. Whee! Yeah, I can't wait till Kingdom Hearts 4, of course. I wonder if we are going to hear something of it in Summer Game Fest, the Tokyo Game Show, because Square has been said to be there. But yeah, we'll see, I guess. Ow. I think Kingdom Hearts 4 will be insane. If this is something to look forward to what we can expect, it's going to be insane. I don't think Bright Lens will have any hands on what's going to happen in Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, nah. Hey, I like the Pride Lens. Don't get me wrong, I like the Pride Lens. But if they're going to return to the Pride Lens in Kingdom Hearts 4, it's going to be massive, right? Boom. Okay. Phase number 3. There are some worlds that I do want to see again.
It's now or never, Joshua.
Ah. Yeah, they are very fiery. They're the brothers of fire. Oh, they're flame.
If you're sure.
Again, the music is also like a dance, and I love that so much. It's like a waltz. I actually can dance. I dance the waltz from Waltz of the Moon from Final Fantasy VIII. I actually can do that. The Waltz of the Fire Bros and Bahamut. I just said I can dance. How can I? I didn't ignore you. My answer was literally because I was saying yes, I'm going to dance with you. That was literally my answer to that. Why I'm red? I don't know. Because it's too hot in here, I guess. Magus makes me feel things. Probably that. Okay. Boom. Yeah, the shimmer from TV. Yeah, that's also a routine. I am sweating though, like I'm fucking sweating. Oh, by the way, if you thought that the fight is over, think again. There's a phase 4. That's what I smelled. I know you don't live too far from me, but I don't know if you can reek me from your place though.
What now?
Rice. I need water.
This is drinking me.
Dehydration.
We have to stop him.
You already gave me enough rises as well, Magus. Oh boy, here we go. Hydrate me? You're going to dehydrate me, yeah?
Damn it. You have to be stronger than this. Come on, Ifrit. Show us.
Nah, Lord. You need to see what's going to happen now. You have to see this. Man, I love that so much. Yeah, they're fused. I actually do, yeah. Megas is way too far from where I live, sadly enough. But yes, you're right, you're right. Man, just think about it, where we were at 20 minutes ago. I know we are in fucking space. I also love about this team is that it's the team of Ifrit, Phoenix and Bahamut combined, and I love that so much when they do that. They did that in Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, and I love those teams. Oh fuck, I'm taking that right in my head. Okay. Yeah, casual 2.5 mil almost. My heart. Magus, my heart, please, give me a break. Oh. It's a good thing that I actually done this fight already, because holy shit, I wouldn't be able to do. Get away! Uses what? I'm not following a little bit. Oh! Yeah, I still use that as well. Like, seriously, I don't give a shit. There's still one attack that he hasn't done yet that I think is also very amazing, and I actually want you to see that attack before I actually defeat him. Come on, do him. I want you to do him. Come on. Do him. Here you go. Whee! Boom. Yeah, it's a lot of... This game actually does have Dragon Ball references in them. One of the icon fights has like three Dragon Ball Z references in them. Magus, I know you like the P as well, so don't start. Also, Magus, you know Kingdom Hearts 3 and you know what Donald Duck used? Well, here we are. Look at this. Like, I'm going to screenshot this because look at this fucking. This is just. It's insane. I love this. I love this so much. Zeta Flare.
Not today. Come on, Joshua.
What a fight. What a fucking fight. Oh, I can clap, alright. Yeah. And there are more fights like this, right? Still, I think this is still tops it. I think at this moment, because it was the last one, of course, it's like the most insane. But I know there are more after this. But the one before this is also insane in my opinion. But I like this one more. She likes to she likes me to beg for her. Also, she likes when I talk in Dutch, even though she doesn't understand at all what I'm saying. She loves it. Well, there we go. That was... This was it. And I think I will stop for today, because it's already almost 11 PM. And I think we're just at the point... oops. I think we are also just at the point where we're going to have a new big battle. But as you can see, there's also a few side quests that appeared, so I will do them and another street, another stream, not another street. Anyway, let's save. Like again, that battle, even the second time, I loved it. But yeah, I also need to wake up at 6 AM, so. That's why I'm going to stop the stream. Even that's less than I was expecting, because we did the bahamut fight again, but I don't give a shit. This is amazing. I hope you enjoyed it, Lore. Tomorrow, the anniversary of Dokkan Battle. I'm Vegas be good. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, this was a very fun stream. I'm very happy that you and Tane were here, as well as Megas at the end. You can control me, Megas, but I can still be bratty. So just watch. Anyway, no, by the way, I'm at 800 stones at the moment, so I did some quests until I reached 800 stones. But yeah, I'm going to leave the stream as is. I'm going to stop for today. It was a very fun stream. Again, Lore, thank you for hanging. Megas, you as well. Thanks for stopping by. Tane, he's not here anymore, but it was fun with him as well. But yeah, this is it for me. I hope you had fun, and else... I know which one you want. Thank you, Mommy, for coming to the stream. Okay, anyway. I'll leave it at that. Jesus Christ. See you in the next stream. Bye.